What is up, YouTube? Before I start the video, I would like to point out that True Business Review is ran by two people. I currently make division prediction videos. My name's Dan, and you might have noticed Mike in different videos. So we would like to thank everyone for all the support and views and subscribers. We really appreciate reaching over 100 in such a short amount of time. So yeah, let's get into the video. One thing I'd like to add before we start the video is that only 4.3 of the viewers are subscribed, and that is you guys. So please hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Or else a snake, yes, a snake will be in your bed when you're sleeping tonight. What is up, guys? Back with another video. And today I'm going to be predicting the Los Angeles Rams schedule. So this team decided to change their logo for some unknown reason. I like the other one a lot better, but it's whatever. So this team obviously has been good for the last 3 straight seasons with winning records each season and appearing in a Super Bowl, and I expect them to be good once again. Although this team had a 9-7 record last season, they didn't make the playoffs, but with the addition of the 7th team in the playoffs, I probably think they're going to make the playoffs this year. So if you don't know what their division looks like, it is probably the best division I've seen ever, because I believe every team in their division is going to have a winning record next season. And I bet all of them, if they really tried or their hardest, I bet every team in the Nfc West could make the playoffs next season just because they added that 7th playoff spot. It is possible now. So obviously they're in a division with the 49ers, Seahawks, themselves, and the Cardinals, all very good teams. And yeah, so their schedule, they play both East teams, so they play the NFC East and the AFC East, along with the Buccaneers and the Bears, I believe. So I am expecting a decent amount of wins this season. So let's start with week 1, where they host the Cowboys on Sunday Night Football. So I do believe this is going to be a pretty decent game to watch. We saw it the last 2 seasons in a row when they played the Cowboys in the playoffs, beat them. And then they played the Cowboys in Dallas last season and lost by a landslide. And I would not be surprised if the Cowboys won this game, but I'm not picking them to. I do believe the Rams are going to start off strong and get the W against the Cowboys. Obviously, the Cowboys and the Rams are pretty much skill-wise the same. And many people are overhyping the Cowboys right now just because they drafted CeeDee Lamb. And I don't really understand why. So the Cowboys might not even be good next season, might not even have a winning record, but I still think the Cowboys will be decent. And they're going to probably be a really close game Sunday football. And since it's in LA, I do believe the Rams are going to win. So some things I have to talk about this team is they did lose their probably all-star, one of the best players in the league, Todd Gurley, just because he has not been playing too good. So I don't even think Todd Gurley's good anymore. It's kind of a shame that he got injured before the Super Bowl because the Rams probably would have won if he didn't. And the team last season, their offense wasn't clicking in some of the games, and that's why they did not make the playoffs and only had a 9-7 record. But I do expect the offense to click better with Tyler Higbee, Jared Goff. I don't know who their running back's going to be this season. We'll see. Obviously, you got Cooper Kupp, and they lost Brandon Cooks. So the defense is already pretty good, and the offense might be a little bit better. But continuing with the rest of the schedule, week 2, they play at the Philadelphia Eagles. So we've seen this matchup in the past couple times where Nick Foles, Carson Wentz both played against the Rams. And guess what? Nick Foles destroyed them in LA twice. And do I expect a different outcome? Yes, I do. Not. Of course, this game is in Philly, and I expect the Eagles to win the game. I would not be surprised if the Rams surprised the Eagles in this game, just because I don't think the Eagles are better than they think they are. They might not be that good, but it's in Philly. Like I said, the Rams could win this game. It's literally like 50-50 for me, but I feel like the Eagles are going to come off on top because it is their home opener, and they are a pretty decent team. So, starting off 1-1, the next week 3, they play at the Buffalo Bills. So I do believe it's going to be a pretty decent game to watch, pretty close one. Like I said, I would not be surprised if the Rams won this game, but I feel like the Bills are going to take the W. I feel like these teams are pretty solidly even, but the Bills are probably just a tad, maybe a width of a hair better. and it is in Buffalo. So with that being said, the Bills defense, Rams defense, pretty decent. Offenses are basically the same, not the best, but not the worst. But with the addition of Stephon Diggs in Buffalo, I do believe the Bills are slightly a better team, and they're going to win this game at home against the Rams. So next, they do play at home against the New York Giants. So obviously, I don't think the Giants are good, and the Rams should easily win this game against the Giants, no doubt about it. I believe the Giants have a very talented offense. It's just a fact that Daniel Jones is not a good quarterback. They should have redrafted like Tua in the draft. They had the opportunity to. Obviously, they think Daniel Jones is the future, and he's not. He's horrible. And this game is in Los Angeles. I expect the Rams to win this game by a solid 20 to 30 points. Should be an easy W. And just like that, in only 5 weeks of play, they are playing every team in the NFC East because next week, week 5, they play the NFC East Redskins. So, obviously, this game is going to be a good one, only because it is in Washington, D.C. And by good one, I mean the Rams are probably going to choke, but not really. So, I believe the Rams could choke this game. Maybe the Redskins surprise the Rams, but I feel like the Rams are going to pull off the W in Washington, D.C. I feel like Chase Young is going to get to Jared Goff a couple times. We'll see. But Ron Rivera as the new coach in D.C., Kyle Allen or Dwayne Haskins is going to be starting at QB, and we'll probably have a definitive answer week 5, and I'm expecting this to be a good one. So we'll see. I won't be able to watch it because I'll probably be at a Steelers game on October 11th at 1 p.m. But anyway, it's whatever. I do believe it's going to be a good one, but the Rams are going to pull off the W in D.C. So starting off 3-2, that's pretty good. But they do play the 49ers in San Francisco the following week. So that is 2 road games in a row, not too bad. And it's not too far away from LA, but at the same time, it is the 49ers are one of the best teams in the NFL. And I do think that the Rams are going to lose this game against the 49ers. I think it's just kind of obvious. The 49ers are definitely one of the better teams in the league. And since it is at home for them, I do expect them to beat the Rams by a solid number. Probably like 10 points. Maybe 3. And I would not be surprised if the Rams upset the 49ers in this game just because they were a problem to them last season and only won by a small margin last season. So it's going to be a good game. Would not be surprised if the Rams pull off the upset. I do believe that this is another Sunday night football game. I think it is. It's going to be a pretty good game to watch. Comparing these two teams' defenses, I believe the 49ers defense is better. It's probably one of the best in the league. And the 49ers offense and the Rams offense, I'm predicting to be probably the same next season just because the 49ers did lose. I think they lost 2 of their running backs in the offseason. Maybe not. We'll see. So, next, they do play the Chicago Bears at home. So, this game, I think it's probably a Monday Night Football game because it's exactly 8 days after 49ers game. Definitely probably is. So, it's going to be a good one. We've seen this in the past before. The Bears, Rams, where the Bears, of course, that season were actually a good team. It was a good game to watch. So this is in LA, and I do think the Rams are going to win this game. So I do think they're better than the Bears at this exact moment, and I would not be surprised if the Bears gave them a challenge in this game. It's just the fact that the Bears' offense is inconsistent with Mitchell Trubisky, and Nick Foles might fix the problem, but we'll see. So the following week, they do play at the Miami Dolphins. So I do not think the Dolphins are going to be the best team next season, but I think they're going to be better than they were last season. I think Tua might be starting this game. He's obviously the future, and I would not be surprised if the Dolphins gave the Rams some trouble, but I'm not picking the Dolphins to win. I think the Rams are going to go to Miami and pull off the upset against the Rams. They're the Dolphins. We'll see. So definitely the better team is the Rams in this matchup. And the Dolphins' defense obviously isn't comparable yet. I think it's going to get better. And obviously their offense is going to get better. But the Rams are definitely going to be better in this game. And they're going to get the W. So the following week, they do have a bye week. and that is mighty fortunate because their next couple games are kind of annoying. So the week after that, they do host the Seattle Seahawks. It's going to be a pretty good one just because these two teams are pretty decent, and we saw it last season. The Rams are going to beat the Seahawks in this game. I'm calling it right now. The Seattle Seahawks are definitely better than the Rams, but it is at home for the Rams, and I think they can pull off the W if they go 8 mode, and I'm expecting it to happen. So I do believe the Seahawks are going to be probably division winners, the best team in their division, and the Rams are going to have to pull off this upset to, make the playoffs and stuff, so good luck to them in this game. So the following week, they have to travel to Tampa Bay and play Tom Brady's Buccaneers. So this is basically kind of a Super Bowl rematch, but not really, because they got Tom Brady and Gronk against the Rams. And am I expecting the same outcome in the Super Bowl? I basically am. So I do think the Buccaneers are going to win this game. Tom Brady's Buccaneers are definitely going to be one of the better teams in the league. And at this moment in time, I do believe that the Buccaneers are going to be better as a team than the Los Angeles Rams. And they're going to get the win on Sunday Night Football against the Rams. So the following week, they play at home against the San Francisco 49ers. And this is going to be their revenge game of the season. So I do believe that they are going to get the win over the 49ers. I definitely believe the 49ers are going to be slightly better than the Rams. Would not be surprised if the Rams had a better record. But at the same time, the 49ers, probably a good team. And this game is in LA. So I do believe that the Rams should win this game. We've seen it last season. Very, very, very close matchup both times. So the Rams are going to get the W at home against the 49ers. So the following week, they actually go to Arizona. And it's mighty unfortunate that they play them this week, just because if they played them earlier in the season, the Cardinals would not have been this good. So this game is pretty late in the season, December 6th. And I am expecting the Cardinals to win this game. It is in Arizona, and I'm expecting them to be a better team than they were earlier in the season with DeAndre Hopkins, Kyler Murray, Kenyon Drake, Isaiah Simmons, already a better team in Arizona. And I would not be surprised if the Cardinals were better than the Rams at this point in the season. Like I said, this division is very, very good. So the Cardinals are going to get the win in this game, and that is it. So the following week, they host the Patriots at home on Thursday Night Football. This is the Super Bowl matchup. Rematch, obviously, we've seen this in the Super Bowl, but without Tom Brady and Gronkowski, it's not really the same type of rivalry I would expect in this game. So I do think the Rams are going to beat the Patriots. I don't think the Patriots are going to be good next season, and they might even have a losing record. Obviously, the Patriots' defense is one of the best in the league, but without Tom Brady, the offense is going to look garbage, and the Rams should easily win this game at home against the New England Patriots. So the following week, they do play at home against the New York Jets. So I definitely think the Rams are better than the Jets, and this game is at home for the Rams. So I do believe they're going to easily win this game. The Jets' offense is pretty bad, but their defense is pretty solid, so I expect the Jets to be probably better than they were last season. Obviously, because Sam Darnold was injured, part of it with mono, so I do think the Rams are overall going to be a better team than the Jets next season, and it is at home, so the Rams should get the W. So, the following week, they play the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. So, since this game is in Seattle, and I think Seattle is better than the Rams, I do believe the Seahawks are going to easily win this game. Would not be surprised if this was a very close one, like a 6 or 3-point lead for the Seahawks, but I do think they should get the W over the Rams. I would not be surprised if the Rams surprised us all and actually won their division. They do have the talent to do it. They do have really good coaching, but obviously the Seahawks, I do think they're better than the Rams. We saw it last season, and the Seahawks are going to win this game at home against the Rams. And the last game of the season is against the Arizona Cardinals. So this is a home game, and I would not be surprised if these two teams were fighting for a wild card spot and the winner of this game actually got it. So this game actually is going to be very, very, very crucial game for either team to win. And I honestly don't know who's going to win this game. It's 50-50 for me because I think the Cardinals are going to be a lot better, and I think they can pull off the upset. But I am picking the Rams to win this game because it's at home, and they're probably going to clutch up over the Cardinals. Like I said, this is definitely going to be a wild card battle, and whoever loses this game is going to be so angry. I wouldn't even want to be a fan of that team. So, yeah, rip. I think the Rams are going to get the W, probably get the 6 or 7 seed in the playoffs. We'll see. And that is it. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll be posting more videos. I'll be finishing the rest of the teams. That's it. So, adios.